Ready? Hopefully this works. 3, 2, 1, launch.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
At least we tried. We got it back. After multiple failures, multiple misunderstandings,
and multiple stupid moments on my behalf,
Columbia has finally had its first semi-successful launch of 2020, and I'm very glad to be sharing this video with you guys and explaining what happened during this first flight of Columbia. Let's get into some analysis. Actually, let's get into, first of all, what I was trying to do here, because you guys are probably like,
Matthew, what in the literal hell are you trying to do here?
my intended goal was to take this beautiful glider called Columbia, as shown, connect it to a 36-inch wide latex weather balloon filled with helium, as shown, and have it fly off for a considerable amount of time before I would separate it using a remote control that would be connected to Columbia, and have it fly back towards a specific target, preferably near where I launched it, basically just to make sure that it can fly the right way so I can certify it for future flights. However, as you could clearly see in the footage, it literally did not even go past how high I am, which I'm like 5'4", so it didn't even go hardly past 5 feet. And here's why. When I filled up the weather balloons, I intended to, well, weather balloons, I'll just call them latex balloons, but whatever. When I filled up the balloons, I expected them to fill up to 36 inches wide, you know, and I got to as close as I possibly could because I didn't want to waste the entire amount of helium inside the tank, which I think there's about 250 liters in each tank, and these are like party time or balloon time tanks. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. I didn't want to, waste any helium, and there was already problems with this method anyway. I tried the same thing a week ago, and it literally didn't get off the ground, and that's when I had the old version of Columbia. So I decided to lighten up the load a little bit and make it even smaller and a little bit more futuristic, and I had to use 2, and one of them wasn't even fully, just fully inflated. Just because I ran out of helium. It was too small. This tank was way too small for the job. It didn't have enough, and unfortunately, that's just what it came down to. Thank God I could actually get it off the ground, because literally, when I had it connected to the first one, it sank like a rock. When I connected the second one, it decided to float just a little bit, like hover, but it would still very slowly go down. So there was no other option for me at that point. I was out of helium. I was out of pretty much every other option. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to just push this thing as far as I can away from me and then disconnect it and just see what happens. And I did just that, and I pushed it up into the air just a little bit. I didn't want to push it out too much because I didn't want to mess any of the cables up and have it disconnect prematurely. And it literally went like 5 feet before I started to see it actually literally starting to fall down again. I was just like, nope. And I flipped the switch on my remote control, and that's where the flight pretty much started and ended rather quickly. I'm pretty sure if you time it, the flight only took like not even a second. But the whole success that surrounds this flight is that the technology that I have, made to have this method kind of work, in terms of like the disconnecting process, it's been proven to work. So I'm very glad about that. We know that kind of stuff works, where, when you flip the servo, back a certain way and there's a string connected to it, then, it enters a nosedive. That we have finally established. However, let's get into the future tests, because you guys are probably like, Matthew,
are you going to test like this for every single flight or whatever?
And just, are there any better options? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, there is. And the solution to that, I said rockets. I don't know why the hell the audio cut out like that. That was very weird. Rockets. From now on, yes, I'm going to literally be putting this into like a space shuttle stack kind of design and just launching it like, you would say like a space shuttle launch. And then that's going to be hoisting it to a whole new set of heights, which will hopefully get us better results, so that we can certify those for, actual weather balloon flights that are, better. Maybe I can use hydrogen instead of helium, and I can have like a hydrogen generator, all this other stuff. But the whole objective here is to test Columbia for future flights and eventual certification, and to hopefully sell this one day, so that we can reuse weather balloons every single time. So yeah, that's the basic gist of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. Hope this was okay. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Weather World. This is going to go up pretty late. If this gets like no views at first, then I'm not going to be surprised. If it does, then cool. But like I said, just hope some people see this. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.